Let's see how this goes. Trying to figure out. Have a look at this one. So this is one of the designs I did. Let's see. As you can see, it's not being properly cropped as I wanted. So we're just going to crop that a little bit better. Save that. This is one design I did. So now we're going to move on to doing some others. Let's see. So we're going to go in and open, we're going to work on some Chainsaw Man drawings I've been working on and developing over time. Just because I would like to start a t-shirt and stuff, fun stuff like that. But in the meantime, I got some fun ideas. We'll go here because this is one of the fun ones. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek at some of the designs I've been doing in my free time. So it's been nice now that I finally have my model fixed again. Oh, that was a dreadful incident. Getting all this fixed up as I wanted it. It looks like this is actually the older file, so I'm going to open up the newer one. Is this? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to work on a different one. These are all just excess files, so that's another concept I'm working on. And now that we're done with these files, we don't need this, so I'm just going to delete these. Try to make my files a little bit safer and cleaner. But you can see some of the process here. So we have the older version of the Chainsaw Man when I was developing him. And you can see it was really rough. I always start pretty rough, and then I kind of do like a couple different layers. So hopefully that works. I totally forgot to set up some music here. So give me 1 second. Music always helps. Yeah, we'll go here. Hopefully I can find some non-licensed music. I know I saved some. I guess it's in my other account. 1 second. It's always nice to have some background, right? Wee. Where is that? Here we go. Found it.
Looking for the best music for your videos? Then you should check out Artlist.
So I'm actually also going to, according to the agreement in this, and sorry, is it too loud? Oof, it sounds really loud. So this author request that you put, I'm just gonna lower that because I feel like it's really overwhelming. Maybe it's just me. Okay, now I can hear myself. Okay, but this artist requires that you show the name of the artwork, so give me 1 second to post their information on the screen. So we have okay, so I'm going to link back to this. That way we do not get any copyright issues, because I would hate that. So let me just put that in here. Text. And we're gonna put and below you'll see the name of the artist that created this lovely music. So yeah, yeah, did it work? Where is it? Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, never mind. Sorry guys. I should probably handle this before I got on. Oh, I think I see it. Oh, it won't let me grab it. That's funny. Maybe if I do this. Where is this text? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna make the text a lot bigger. Will that work? Can I see it now? What is this? No, that's not what I want. Ah. No. Is there any other way to update this? There must be some way, right? Okay, well, we're just gonna have to update it at a different time, and I'll update it in the once this thing's loaded onto YouTube. I'll update that so you can find out where this artist is. But they are a beautiful artist, so I just want to make sure I don't discredit their hard work and effort put into this playlist. So thank you very much for making it, and I will put it up there just not right this second as I'm trying to figure out Streamlabs and the difficulties of it all. Anyway, so back to the drawings. Okay, so we have a bunch going on here, and we're gonna delete these because again we don't need those. I'm not sure what this one is. I think it's just an excess. That's another concept and another one. This one I kind of want to play with and do a little more. As you can see, it's very rough, but I always like to start a little bit rough when I first design and concept things. Let's see. And I was hoping we'll see if we can get to doing a English and Japanese version of this piece, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so in a different page on a different screen, I have references to Chainsaw Man, so I can see exactly more of what he looks like accurately. Again, this is just a rough sketch. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want this image. So if you can see right here, you can do that. And I'm using a program called Pure Ref. You can actually get it for free online, which is really cool. And it's really nice to keep all my images together. Everything's succinct, and I can have a bunch of images of characters and different things I want to reference in my work. So I use this all the time. I used to use it especially when I was 3D modeling. So I recommend it to anybody. It's a great program. Yeah. So I'm using that, and I'm using that as reference to Chainsaw Man. As a good artist, you should always reference things if you can, unless you're trying to build up a new concept. So, all right. Well, his head's a little small. Right away, I can tell that much. So I'm going to actually fix that. And we're just going to use it just to get the proportions right of the character first before we get into some more detail work. So, and if you ever are struggling with head sizing to hand sizing, which I used to struggle with a lot, you want to have the hand about the size of the head, so but not bigger than the head. So you can see the hand over here to the left, it's kind of pretty big, so I need to make his head a lot bigger to support it. Let's see, I'm just trying to think logically. I guess that feels kind of right. We might have to fix some other proportions before we get really going, and I'm going to darken this a bit. So yeah, I'm going to fix some proportions really quickly here, just so then we can get a better idea of what we're working with. So again, this is going to be very rough and very intentional. But yeah, it's been fun drawing Chainsaw Man. I've been reading the manga a lot, and it's a very good read. If anyone wants to, you'll see that some of my stuff references some future concepts in the series, and some of them don't. But yeah, so it's really fun to be doing this concept and stuff. So Okay, so we have his head about yay big, and then the chainsaw. I think that needs to be bigger. Again, very rough, just trying to get a feel for the proportions and everything for the character. Let's see. So I always like to kind of play around with shapes and sizing, because again, if it doesn't look right, it just isn't believable, and no one wants an unbelievable product. Let's see. Shoulders feel now way too big. He's not really that muscular of a character. At least Denji isn't. You guys know what I'm talking about. I wish I could talk more about it, but I don't want to spoil people. I know I like spoilers, but I don't think many other people do. I'm just trying to think about the anatomy right now. So, again, Denji himself isn't that muscular, so I'm not going to worry too much about the anatomy for the muscles here. But I do always want to consider that when I'm doing my pieces. And this one, I'm just trying to think about the hand here. How do I want to portray this? I think maybe I'll actually change the angle of this arm. And we'll have a little more fun with it. So, I believe his chainsaws go all the way like around his elbows. Yeah, they do. All right. I've been trying to knock out these drawings as quickly as I can, but sometimes I am a very stressed person and sleep is not easy for me. I will say that much. Let's see, so again, trying to better proportion out this character, because right now he looks really small and people are not that tiny. My problem is I always draw characters a little too thin, and that's something I have to always be aware of. I learned that in art school, that I did that. And it's good to know that, so then when I'm drawing, I keep that in mind, like, oh, is this model too, or is this drawing too thin? Because I just have that tendency, and some people have the opposite tendency to draw people too fat, which is very interesting to me, that you can have these tendencies to draw people in these different ways. Okay. Again, I'm not too worried about anatomy, just worried enough that I can think about some of the muscles and the proportions here, but not overwhelmed by it yet. Especially because, again, this character is not too muscular right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But I am going to try and put some fingers in here so I can kind of map that out. I love drawing hands, so I like this piece just for that sake. Well, I know. Misplaced that finger. Here we go. Okay, so we got some of that. Gonna put that tie in there. He kind of has a thinner tie than like what I would assume. I don't like the placement of that tie. I'm gonna play around with this idea. Again, very rough. No major planning here besides just proportions and trying to carve out where I want things a little bit. Again, looking at reference here, trying to get that head a little more correct in terms of how they actually draw it in the anime, or manga I should say. So I'm using manga as reference more than I am the anime. Let's see. Okay. I'm liking how that feels so far. Hand is a little big though. Again, we're using the head to kind of measure it, and I imagine like him having the whole hand stretched out, and right now that hand is way too big, so we have to shrink it. I always draw my hands a little big too, is another tendency I have. That feels a little better. Okay. It's always fine to me that people can have these like funny tendencies. Okay. Now that we have that done, we have that base of like how we want the drawing kind of laid out. And then I kind of want play around with this. Again, I'm just playing with this right now, this idea. Not trying to be too strict, because as an artist, like, just doing things is important. Just getting in there, playing with it, and not being afraid to mess up, I think is really important. And I think a lot of people are afraid, and understandably, you don't want to do it wrong, but you're going to do it wrong. And that's okay. And accepting that, I think, is a very important thing. But I think I am a little more relaxed than some people, just because I've been drawing for a very long time. Okay, so we have the base concept here. I'm just trying to think if I like the spacing. Oh, that's wrong button. Yeah, I feel like that's nice. Cool. I kind of like things breaking out of the boxes, because I like to think of myself as a person who thinks out of boxes, but it's just a fun concept I always like to think of personally. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go into more of the details. And again, just getting the rough concept is very important, and getting proportions in set some way. Again, I'm sure there's so many different ways you can draw, and I just want people to keep in mind, this is how I draw. Is it correct? There is no correct way or right or wrong way to really draw. There's different methods, and the important part is finding what works for you. And actually, I'm going to change the color of my brush so that I can kind of differentiate these a little bit better. Now I'm going to get to the portion where I start using the reference a little more heavily, in terms of trying to figure out where the placement is. And I'm trying to do a very close copy to this character in terms of like style and everything, so I'm not trying to break out of the style this mangaka has made, because I like it a lot, but I'm gonna stick to the anime and the manga to kind of give myself more of a basis than doing my own style, which you could totally do. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not really going to do that for this one specifically. So let's see. probably be streaming God of War Ragnarok later today on Twitch, just because that's where I've been doing it. But I'm trying to get more on YouTube just because I feel like there's more of a presence for VTubing in general. So I will be posting more on YouTube eventually, but for now this is a start, right? And I know my thumbnail for this is like ugly. But I was just like, oh, I really want to draw today and I want to try and get something out, but obviously I need to work on my thumbnails. That's okay though, right? I am not trying to do this full time. I'm just trying to have fun. And you can whack me for all you want and say, oh, you're not doing it professionally and all this stuff, and that's okay if you want to think that way. I just, like I said, I'm more of a doer. I sometimes like to think it through very systematically, but this is a hobby, and in my hobby life, I do not want to think too hard about things. I just want to have some fun. Okay. Again, you can also see that this is pretty rough too. I'm not perfect, but that's because I'm trying to eventually get there. Okay. And eventually there's another stage where I really try to hone in on making things look great, the line work, and everything just look like it fits. But right now, nope. I don't care. I don't mind. And we're not going to worry about it. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. We'll add some more teeth too in the back. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Now we're trying to get a little more detailed. Again, this is the method I like to go about things, just because I like to get the rough idea and make sure it feels right, because art is, in my opinion, still a feeling kind of thing. You can be very analytical about it if you want to be. I just don't really feel like, again, this is a hobby. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to have some fun. This song reminds me of what is that guy's name? It's from Police. It's like one of those older films, or not films, musicians. I'm totally blanking on it. Sting. There we go. Kind of reminds me of something Sting would do. I like his music a lot. But I just like jazz. Let's go. Yeah, this song is so influenced by Sting and jazz right now. It's really fun. I like it. Okay, again, really sloppy here. Sloppy. But that's how I like it in the beginning. Plus, we're doing something a little more mechanical. And again, I like to get the placement of things more right than I do anything else, because that placement is going to make this again believable. Again, we're going for more of a feeling than we are the actual perfection. But again, that's just how I draw. Other people will tell you otherwise, and that's very interesting to me. Okay. So you can see I'm not really following the previous drawing I did too closely because I know it's not correct. So now I'm trying to get the actual proportions and everything more like correct, and trying to figure out how this chainsaw was made. Oh man, someone really went far and wanted to get this chainsaw right. I just can't imagine having to animate this. Animation for Chainsaw Man is incredible, and I love what they're doing with it, but man, I would hate to be on that team. Well, maybe not hate. I would enjoy it, but still, it's what they're doing is not easy. I know they got a lot of flack for it having like 3D in there, but honestly, for what they're trying to achieve, I don't blame them. I would do the same. But I think it's like only the first episode really, I really feel like there's much 3D. Like after that, I feel like they kind of went more 2D for everything, but I don't know, I would have to really go through and watch and try to determine that. Okay, so we have a good rough base to work with here. Next, we're gonna make this okay. Let's see. Trying to think like how would a tie move, and like I don't know. And the only reason why I have any knowledge of this is because observation. Observation is the key to drawing. Observing people, observing how things work will always be number one when it comes to drawing, unless you're trying to use AI art. Which I guess is becoming a thing, so that's interesting to me. Although the hands look so bad. Oh, and I love hands, so it's just like, oh, when people... seeing that's just tragic, you know? Okay, so now we're using that anatomy that we knew to kind of shape out how we want to draw this shirt. Oh. Ah, dang it. My studio. Oh. You lost me. Okay, 1 second. Oh. I've been having so many issues with my stream lately. And I hate it. One of these days I'll get a better computer. And Studio Clip won't, or this program won't clip on me. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, that's painful. I'm back. Ay. You think they would make the system a little more easy to use? But whatever. I just wish it wouldn't crash. No idea why that happened. And I just feel like this whole program crashes on me way too often. I couldn't even do God of War on this like computer, honestly, because it just keeps on crashing. So I just stream on my PlayStation and then just do it that way, because I'm like, I don't want people being like, hey, I can't see what the heck you're doing. I'm like, me neither. But it still crashes. So I have no idea what's going on. Bad internet, perhaps. Maybe that's what it is. From my drawing of Makima, I kind of know that the clothes that they give out are pretty loose. So I'm trying to capture that. 1 second. Gonna mute myself for a second here. All right. All right, let's see if we can draw this. Probably should have warmed up before I started drawing today, but oh well. I like to zoom in on you guys when I can. I want this just getting on his shirt. You know, ripping up his shirt constantly. That would be annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna redo this hand a bit, because we gotta fix that too, because it's probably got his sleeve rolled up. I guess I'm gonna take this hand in a different direction than how I originally drew it. So I'm gonna bend it in a different way. What is this, French? Oh. Let's get telemarketers calling me these days. Nah. Not feeling that. So something like that for now. Now this hand feels like it's too small in comparison to this hand. Yeah, we're gonna move out so I can see both hands. Cause yeah, definitely too small. There we go. That feels better. I know, like, to me, his head feels too big in comparison to his body right now for some reason. Proportions. Let's look here. 1 second. It's funny because, like, yeah, in the manga, I think they sometimes draw his hands like huge. You know, it just feels like the head is too big. So we're gonna shrink it down. It's gonna bug me. There we go, that feels better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Much better. Like that. It's funny how just a few inches can really make okay. So I'm not gonna worry too much about these pants because I feel like they're kind of in the right direction. Like I remember he has got a butt. Okay. Just trying to get a base. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's looking better, eh? Okay. So now we're gonna get further into the details. Ah, dang it. Don't know why Clip Studio does that, but like sometimes when I'm drawing, it'll like, whoop, wrong way. It'll like make my strokes look really janky. And then I save it and it's fine. And I'm like, oh, I guess it's a reminder to save. Okay, 1 second. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna get to the final inking. This stage I want to make sure my strokes are more intentional. Oh, wrong color. Oh, wrong layer. That explains a lot. Now this is tough when you're making it for t-shirts because it needs to be a certain thickness. So otherwise the ink and the person actually developing the prints will have issues trying to print it, which I just recently learned, and I was like, oh, so I can't use my super defined small lines to do things. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, I like that though. So yeah, these are gonna look chunky. That's what I want. You'll see sometimes I don't fully follow my lines that I previously drew, because again, that was rough. And now that we're in the cleaning stage, I might change things as I go. Again, I'm not loving this line work, but that's because I have to make it thick. Honestly, it's very weird to be making lines this thick. Nope. This is where you might see some artists rotate their screens. I do that occasionally if I really am having struggle with a line, but most of the time I don't do that, just because sometimes in real life you don't get that courtesy of being able to rotate your screen whenever you feel like it. It's very yeah, not really a thing in real life all the time, so I don't try to give myself that comfort. Oop. But every once in a while I'll do it. Again, normally I would be a lot more careful about these lines, but because we want them so thick, it's really a lot more adjustable than normal. So, not too worried about this. Oop. Okay. And we probably won't finish this all today. I am very tired. Did not sleep very well. So we're just gonna do what we can today. That one line I made just is not gonna work. It's gonna confuse. Excuse me. I gotta practice my circles more often. Well, I think it's okay if we cheat. Oh, I hate Studio Clip and their method of doing this. No, that's not gonna work. Nope. Sometimes it just looks better when you draw it. There we go. We might have to end stream soon. My head's starting to hurt. I used to draw way too much, so now when I draw it really hurts my head and my neck. That's what I get for being in an animation school. That was tough and rough. Fun, but definitely did a toll on my back and my neck. On top of some other injuries I have. Oop. Yeah, I'm just so tired today. It's hard to draw right.
Are you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
It's not online.
Oh, it's not. Well, yeah, it's not on Twitch. It's on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm trying YouTube this time. trying to see if it works.
Yeah.
Although I have not had any viewers, so I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Oh,
I didn't advertise it though today. I'm just trying it out, seeing if it works.
I see. I like the kitty.
The key. Oh yeah, the kitty.
The little kitty.
Yeah, I could, for some reason it won't update my screen, my like icon.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really annoying. So I have no idea why it's doing that. But
Because it's attached to your Gmail, maybe?
maybe. I mean, no, it is. Yeah, it is connected to Gmail, but for some reason my Gmail's updated, but it won't update it.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
We.
I'm just trying to stay alive today.
Breathe.
Yeah, I'm starting to get lazy hands here.
Windows.
Yeah, so I'll probably stop streaming soon in a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I kind of want to work on a different design maybe for a little bit for something else.
Gotcha.
It's not working the way I want it to.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks, huh?
Yeah, I gotta fix that head. It doesn't look right. Okay, I'm done with this design. We're moving on to something else for just a little bit. Because I'm tired. And because I can.
That's the spirit.
Do. Trying to find my original stuff. Hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Hopefully we can get what we want. Oh, it saved as that. Fudge. Oh well, we're forgetting about this. Oh wait. New page, entirely messed up. Cat. We're gonna work on the kitty cat design
Meow.
for my babe. Because he was turned into a cat because of Odin, according to my lore. Alright. So kitty cats on Pinterest is what I'm going to be looking up right now. Whoop. Close that out. So I always like to look at Pinterest for ideas. Give me an idea of like what would be fun. What's a good kitty cat? What's a fun looking kitty cat design? To give me some ideas. I'm gonna look for anime cats because, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I like this one already, oh so much. Babe, what would you think if we turned into a little guy with sunglasses?
God, yeah, look at
He's
him.
so cute. Obviously, your sunglasses had to be a different color because your fur is gonna be black.
Brr. Yeah, I like the style though.
Hey.
Very stylish kitty.
Oh, this one's cute too. Do you want to be a cute cat or a tough cat?
I'm okay with cute cat.
Oh, he's okay with being a cute cat, guys. That's cute. Alright, let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Whenever I'm upset, I look at kitty cats. Oh. Oh, this cat is angry. Oh, so angry. Let's see. How did I miss this? What? Oh no, I fell into a trap, y'all. We're not going this way. We're done. We're not looking at that. Oh my god, I love it. Let's see. Ah, not finding too many good kitties. Ah, kitty, kitty. Wow, finding anime cats is a very difficult fate.
Oof.
Apparently. Okay, we're gonna look for cute cats. Alright, well, I've seen a few different designs. Yes, I love that one. It's the tongue sticking out one. I love that one. Okay, so we have some rough idea. So we're just gonna play around. Probably won't finish the design today, but it's a fun start. Maybe less chunky. Do you want to be a chunky cat or a skinny cat?
Whatever looks more fun. I don't mind either way. Probably husky though.
Husky kitty cat.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't like this song right now.
Mm.
It's very annoying.
Oh.
We're gonna go back. Okay. The first design is always the worst. Keep that in mind. Oh, I found a really cute drawing. Sometimes I'll just copy drawings just to get an idea, and then I'll make my own stuff. All right. And Babes has a beard, so we're gonna make his feel like a beard. Okay, I really like that. So we're going to smaller as an inspiration. Hey sweetheart, what do you think of this one?
Yeah. Oh, his face. So pudgy.
So pudgy.
Yeah. Pretty.
Should we give you a beard?
If you wanna.
Is that the PlayStation?
Sounded like it.
Maybe the PlayStation was howling at us last night.
Possibly. It's weird.
Yeah, last night we heard a howl. So I think someone's trying to. Oh, it's my PlayStation app. That makes more sense. Okay. I was like, what? The PlayStation's active? I thought we turned it off.
Oh.
I don't know. What do you think?
Here's
Here's you with a beard, and here's you without a beard.
I think he needs the beard.
He needs the beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. Alright. So, probably end stream because this is no longer about Chainsaw Man. So, we'll just stop there and just call it a day. So, thanks for watching me draw Chainsaw Man a little bit and drawing the kitty cat. So, hopefully you enjoyed it.